Hello, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And today, looking at two issues now today. And the first one, I'm going to be looking at the Pastor Kevin Smith, who died earlier in a motor vehicle accident. And also looking at 4 persons who are convinced that they are Jesus Christ reincarnated. Stand by for these 2 features. And look at the crash site along Church Road in the vicinity of Linstead Bypass.
Lost his life in a motor vehicle accident this morning. What we know so far that 2 vehicles were traveling to Kingston, taking two suspects from St. James in the incident last week involving the church leader and another member. They were taking them to the Major Investigation Region in Kingston to be formally charged. About 9:30, we understand that there was an accident resulting in one of the vehicles overturning. That's the vehicle that Sir Kevin Smith was a passenger in. At the end of it, he sustained serious injuries and he was taken to the Linstead Hospital where he was pronounced dead by the doctor on duty. The 3 constables that were in the vehicle with him, one of them was pronounced dead at the Spanish Town Hospital. The other 2 are in critical condition as we speak. They are currently undergoing treatment, so we are here now hoping that they make a full recovery. But, there's an ongoing investigation resulting from the murder of those 2 persons last week at the church. So they got to the point where the DPP said they ruled that the matter be committed to the Home Circuit Court. So they were being brought to Kingston to the Major Investigation Division to be formally charged and then placed before the court. So that was the week they were being taken to Kingston.
Traveling in a convoy of 3 units, 9 members of the constabulary. With him, one of the units met in the accident. We're not able to say exactly what caused the accident at this time. However, the accident reconstruction team and that process of reconstructing the accident is currently in motion. So naturally, we would be retrieving the necessary technology as well as the surveillance footage that we can retrieve that is pertinent to the specific location. Mr. Smith and co-accused were being transported to Kingston for the finalizing of preliminary work from the Major Investigation Division, MID. The DPP did move a voluntary bill of indictment for him to be prosecuted in the Home Circuit Court tomorrow morning. So in that regard, our job was to bring him to Kingston and St. Andrew in order for preparation to be made in that regard. He would not have been charged in St. James Parish Court following that move from the office of the DPP. So that was a reason why he was being transported, and unfortunately this very serious accident took place.
Detective Woman Constable Tamika Thomas, General Secretary of the Jamaica Police Federation. Today it's a very unfortunate situation. We lost one of our members, Constable Orlando Irons. The other 2 members who were involved in the accident, they are currently being treated at a medical facility, but it is never an easy situation or an easy task for the rank and file cohort of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to lose any one of our members. We are grieving at this time, and we just want to say sincere condolences to his family, colleagues in Area 1, and to the entire rank and file cohort.
Even when them a prisoner got doctor, they handcuff them. It looked to me like this man at the back of the vehicle, in a handcuff, and he grab the driver back way, and at that send the vehicle a gully. Arrest with the vehicle, with the driver. He grab the driver back way. At that happen. Me said the entire senior rank in the police force of St. James to get kicked out of the force. Because no senior officer cannot authorize a transfer like this. But I'm a transfer prisoner already, If you ever do this in a rehearsal, then kick you out of the force. Me say people need to call for the resignation of all of the superintendent them in a St. James.
And here are some persons who are claiming that they are Jesus Christ. Here is Alan John Miller from Australia, and he's the founder of a church called Divine Truth. And guess what? You have persons in Australia are now giving up their possession to follow this man because they believe he is the new Jesus Christ. Alan John Miller, founder of the church called Divine Truth, believe that he is Jesus Christ. Here now is Sergey Torup, who also believes that he is Jesus Christ reincarnated. There's a church, and his church is called the Church of the Last Testament. And he's a Russian, and he has followers. And he also believes that he is Jesus Christ reincarnated. He's Russian. Here is Oscar Romario Ortega Hernandez. And he says, people say he looks like Jesus, but he's saying he's Jesus. I've been waiting for all these years. And he said he's also Christ reincarnated. And Henry Cristo of Brazil says that in 1979, God spoke to him and said to him that he is Jesus Christ reincarnated. He's been to over 30 countries with his message about he's the new Jesus. There are followings around the world that have been banned in UK and USA. And he also dressed like Jesus. And he is convinced that he is Christ reincarnated. A Ugandan pastor is caning members of his church for arriving late for the service. As you can see there, this Ugandan pastor is caning members of his own church.
We suggest you nobody who's ready for the ministry. He's not dead. He is not dead. Yes.
I'm Dudley Thompson, and thanks for watching. And remember to please like, share, and subscribe. And again, see you in our next video.